Did not rotate back. If they would have missed there, they would have had a layup the other way.
All right, pass down in the corner. The shot is up and a foul call from three-point range. Katie Kitts, the first three-pointer of the ball game.
Hello guys, kamusta po kayo and welcome back to my channel. Ang ipapakita kong video sa inyo ngayon is yung pong 1987 Coca-Cola PBA/IBA World Challenge Cup. Laban po ng Great Taste Instant Milk Masters at saka po ng IBA Selection. So panoorin po natin.
Dick, 3 points!
And here's the tip right away. Schaus goes in, puts it up, got it. No hesitation at all. Great pace scoring. There's the pass from Brown underneath Middleton. Reverse layup, and Middleton tickled the fly.
Very nice. The PBA team didn't get back on defense, and Russell found the open man.
All right, this is Fabiosa, and it's off to the far side. Going inside, the shot by Fabio, no good. And taken down there by Fabiosa again. He goes all over the court. He's quite a point guard.
Yes, a little undisciplined at times. He'll get out of control if you put a lot of pressure on him. But if you let him dictate to you, you're in trouble.
All right, it'll be out of bounds of the front court, and the man taking it out, Dexter Schaus, out of South Alabama. We got a 2-2 ball game. Ball goes into the corner to Moody. Moody drives on Ray, puts it up, got it, and he is fouled by Ray Hall. Hall's first foul, Moody's first basket, and it's a 4-2 score.
Yes, we're seeing the difference in the rules right now. The American team, the IBA team, is going to have a trouble adjusting from the amateur rules to the PBA rules, which are basically NBA rules, and a continuation play like that. The previous play down the floor, the Philippine teams have a tendency not to get back on defense, and the Americans, the IBA team, really took advantage of it, and Russell Brown forced the ball down the floor and got it down quick, and here they come again.
That rebound was by Sean Chambers going in. Russell, it's off to Middleton, banks it up, and good, and that makes it a 4-4 score.
Great penetration by Russell Brown.
All right, with the ball this time on the near side, Dexter Schaus. Schaus out high to the right-hand side, and hitting the ball is Cesar. Back to Fabiosa. Fabiosa goes outside to Schaus. Schaus with a 23-footer, and it's an air ball out of bounds.
Yes, I think
the foul is going to be called on Larry Middleton.
It's getting a little physical right now. I think the Great Taste team, the PBA team, didn't anticipate the Americans to run the ball out like they're doing, and they don't want to be embarrassed. Moody
passes, and Hall intercepted, but it goes out of bounds, so it's awarded back to Great Taste. Baby DeLupin is the John Wooden of basketball here in the Philippines. He was the national coach for a few years, and he's the most winningest coach in the professional league here. Well, I'll tell you, a lot of compliments on Baby. There's travel, no call. Fabiosa outside the Cesar, fakes left, goes right, a 15-footer off the iron, no good. Getting the ball is Schaus, and it goes a foul call. So there's the foul called again. Well, I think it's Russell Brown. Let's see who they put up there. Well, that's who we're going to give it to, Russell Brown. Hey, how about that? The headset is ice cream and cake, and there's a pass that goes off the backboard. Getting it, Bobo Thomas, right-hand side it goes. Going down is Sean Chambers, no good, and getting the ball off of the backboard and coming running is Moody. Down to Schaus, goes in, and Schaus stuffs it home. And just like that, it's 8-6.
The IBA didn't get back on defense that time. Russell Brown gets caught underneath on penetration. You need to rotate back on defense, and they didn't rotate back quick enough.
Brett Brush along with Ron Jacobs on the play-by-play story. Russell Brown on the far side. Russell bounces down low, and getting the ball down low is Bobo Thomas, and it goes into the backboard on the backside, and that means it's awarded to the Philippine team here in Manila.
Yes, the IBA team will have a little problem. The humidity here, the ball will get wet. They're going to have some airs that they're not used to, and the heat will be a problem.
Well, they do have plenty of heat here at Manila, I tell you, fans. Dexter Schaus goes and gets it on the give and go, passes it off beautifully to Carpio, turn around, the first layup, no good. And John Chambers gets another board. He gives it to Russell Brown. Russell goes down the middle, penetrates, scoops the hook shot up off, no good. The ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Bobo Thomas.
Yes. That time Russell got caught in the air a little bit. I think he was looking to pass instead of to shoot. And you should always go in the air when you leave your feet to look for the shot and pass second. He went for the pass first.
All right, here comes Dwight Moody. Dwight with an 18-footer off, no good, and getting it Ray Hall. Hall brings the ball up court, and we're going to have a violation call. The violation called against Fabiosa.
Yes.
And you said he can really penetrate.
He can penetrate, but he will get out of control, and he will turn the ball over if you put good pressure on him.
All right, we got an 8-6 score. Russell Brown around the pick, goes inside, passes off beautifully, but it goes off the fingertips of John Chambers out of Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. And a foul call. That's a big turnover right there.
Yes, and a very good call. Referee Ledesma is probably the best Philippine referee, and maybe the best referee in Asia.
And you heard it from a guy that's been coaching here in the Philippines. Right-hand side to Bobo Thomas. He doesn't like to go outside very much. He looks inside, goes outside to Middleton. Middleton, a 22-footer off the iron, no good underneath Chambers, but he's going to be called for a foul. Matter of fact, he used a lot of muscle on that foul.
Yes, but I think they got second action there. I think Carpio pushed him out of the way first.
Bernie Carpio's not afraid to use that 6'3" frame of his. Matter of fact, he looks a little bigger than that. All right, going in for the shot. Up. And then that time was Schaus, and he has 3 buckets. Down goes Middleton, up off, no good, and the ball taken off by Bernie Carpio. Carpio up here to Dexter Schaus. Schaus outside to Carpio. Far side it goes, and the shot is up and in beautifully by Philip Cesar.
He's the leading candidate right now for the MVP of the league here. He's leading the points accumulated.
All right, going out of bounds that time with a little too much footwork with Bobo Thomas. Here's Fabiosa. Fabiosa goes out to Cesar. Steps, no call. Shoots good from three-point range.
Three-pointer. Cesar, as I said before, is the candidate for the MVP right now.
All right, there's the shot by Hall, no good. Slapped up off the board and a foul call. The foul is going to be called. And the foul is called on Philip Cesar. Timeout on the court with exactly 7:27 to go on the score. It's Great Taste 13, the IBA 8, Mino Junior College, and he took Loyola to the NCAA. All right, we're ready to go. It'll be Ray Hall at the line, and he's going to have a pair coming right here. Ray, incidentally, one of the outstanding free throw shooters. Matter of fact, he's 9 for 9 from the line. That's the kiss of death when you say it, and that first one's good. That makes it a 13-9 score. Ray Hall, 6'4", 185 out of condition. Puts it up and good. He now has 4.
They're pressing right now.
And it works as Middleton gets it. Brown goes in, passes off the Hall, goes up, got it, and he is fouled.
Right back in the ball game. Great call by Coach Owen. The PBA teams aren't used to teams pressing.
And the foul was called that time. Which one picked up the foul? I missed that as I was
so did I.
Trying to check. I think they gave it to Carpio. All right, it's up by Hall. He's 3 for 3 from the line, and just like that, fans, we've got a 13-13 tie. The pressure on. Moody down, and it goes up. Beautiful passing inside. Moody gets it back. Shoots and got it. That was great passing.
Yes.
By the Filipino team.
And they took advantage of the press. I think if the IBA team would keep the ball out of the hands of the imports of the Great Taste team, they could really press this team. I think Bobby Austin will turn the ball over.
All right, then snapping the ball away, but Hall gets it back. He fakes now. 16-footer up off, no good. Up, no good by Sean Chambers, and we're going to have a foul called inside. This time, I believe it's Philip Cesar. That's the second one on Cesar. So we've got a 15-13 score. Great Taste in front. Left-hand side, it goes back outside to Brown, over to Hall. Hall inside to Bobo. They call 3 seconds in the lane. That's a violation the first time tonight.
Yes, and I think it was a quick 3 seconds, but I think the IBA better get used to that.
Well, that happens when you travel away from home, fans. Hey, there's going to be plenty of exciting action in the IBA this next year when they start. Over on the far side, it goes back out to Carpio. Carpio over to Schaus. Schaus with a 22-footer off, no good, and it goes out of bounds.
Didn't show very much patience there. He didn't let the offense set up and run something. He just wanted to put the ball up.
All right, Russell Brown out of University of Arizona brings the ball up against Fabiosa. Right side to Hall. Hall goes around to pick. He looks, bounces down to Bobo. Bobo turns around 3 seconds in the lane. And that time I counted it. Sean Chambers was in free.
Yeah, I believe that also. That was a good call by the official. But I'm still impressed by the IBA. The 2 examples right there of the Great Taste not having patience and the IBA having patience and getting the ball inside to take advantage of what they can do best.
All right, with that ball is Dexter Schaus. Schaus over to the far side to Cesar, and the ball intercepted. And here comes Russell Brown. Drives past his man, goes in, passes off, Chambers up, off, no good. The tip in by Tran Sawyer, who just came into the game.
As I said before, Russell Brown's controlling this game. He's by far the best player on the floor.
15 to 15 to score. Out of South Alabama, Dexter House with 6 points to his credit to Moody. Moody baseline, 17-footer, no good, and Sean Chambers gets it. Here comes Russell. Lead pass to Hall, lays it up and in, and he is fouled. And that is 9 points for Ray Hall. A great assist by Russell Brown.
Yeah, I would assume that Russell Brown must have 6-7 assists already in the first quarter. Great vision, great taste, not getting back on defense again. No one rotating back.
Incidentally, he's averaging 9 assists a game for Russell Brown thus far.
He might get 9 in the first quarter tonight.
He's unreal, isn't he?
He's dominating the game.
All right, Ray Hall at the line again. He has 9 and now 10. He is 4 for 4 from the line tonight. He is 13 for 13 from the line thus far in 3 games.
They put the 1-2-2 press on again.
Intercepted by Russell Brown, and going into Hall, back to Brown, 15-footer, up, off, no good. And the ball slapped out of bounds. It was slapped out by Sean Chambers, no question about it.
They're putting the press back on again, putting pressure. If they keep the ball in the hands of the imports, they'll do well.
Here comes Philip Cesar. Cesar, 2-time right in front of our ESPN Sports microphone, and the ball taken by Russell Brown. There's a pass down the right side. Middleton goes in, scoops up, off, no good. And a shot by Hall, no good. And they say, let him play. Getting the ball, Hall inside to Tran Sawyer, no good. Tran gets the rebound, turnaround shot up and in, but will they count the basket, yes or no?
They will not count the basket, I will bet you right now.
Bernie Carpio.
You'll take it out on the side. If it was the other way around, probably be shooting.
That's the second foul called on Bernie Carpio. And there's timeout on the court with 4:55 to go. PBA All-Stars 18, Great Taste 15, and we'll be back right after this timeout. He said early on in the game that he would be a major factor. He already has 6 assists. That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
All right, we're going to have the action underway as the IBA will bring the ball in. Incidentally, Ron Jacobs, while we have a moment here, what's your opinion of the 6'4" and under league?
I think it is just a tremendous idea. I just hope the fans in the States will catch on to it. It's going to be far, far more attractive to the fans as they get used to it because of the quickness and the versatility of the players. It's just not going to be a power-type game.
Well, there's a penalty you don't like to see, especially when you have control of the ball. Ray Hall was pushing off, and so consequently the ball's turned over. Driving in is Moody. He misses it. Tran Sawyer with another board. It's stolen away from him by Moody, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tran Sawyer.
Sawyer should have kicked that ball out to Russell Brown, and they would have got a nice fast break. His Great Taste had two guys back, and they would have never had the defense set.
Philip Cesar puts a 16-foot air ball up. Underneath Schaus puts it up off no good. The tip no good. And going high in the sky is Ray Hall. Down to Russell Brown, and Russell Brown brings it over center court. Left-hand side from three-point range. Middleton no good. And getting it is Middleton. He fakes. He goes in the air, and we're going to have a violation called 3-second violation.
Get used to it, Red.
Here comes one of my favorite players, little Ernie Hubbard out of North Park College from Bolingbrook, Illinois. I call him the Chicago Flash. He has the greatest vertical leap on the team, and he's only 6 feet tall.
And they're going to post him up here. Carpio's trying to post him up. He did a nice job pushing Carpio out, but actually
he knocked it away from Carpio, but they retrieved it back down low, going into the ball, stolen by Hubbard, but they're going to call a foul on Ernie Hubbard.
Immediately, the Filipinos will do this. One-on-one, if they see a mismatch, they'll post them up, or they'll just take them to the outside, clear out of side if they think there's quickness to their advantage. But they will do that right now. If they think that Hubbard cannot cover Carpio, that they will post him up and go one-on-one.
And you told us that the coach, Joe Baby, was an outstanding coach, and he would take advantage of that immediately.
Without a doubt. Baby DeLupin's strengths, as I see it, is his substitutions and the way he adjusts during games. Most Philippine coaches don't spend a lot of time on fundamentals and practice and things like that. But Baby probably is the best in the Philippines with adjusting on the bench and with substitutions and timeouts.
Dwight Moody puts it up again, no good, but Cesar gets the rebound, no good. And Tran Sawyer gets another board. Here comes Russell penetrating inside the Tran. The ball slapped away, and a foul's going to be called. Both teams are in the penalty situation. Cesar with his third foul.
That's very good for the IBA. Cesar's going to have to play for Great Taste to really make this a ball game.
All right, it's going to be Tran Sawyer going to the line. Sawyer, incidentally, averaging 5 points a game, but he's doing a dandy job on the boards for the short period of time he's been in here.
Yes, he has. Atoy Coe's checking into the ball game for Great Taste. He's one of the better shooters in the PBA here. He's a veteran. He's been on the mythical All-Star team here about 6 or 7 times.
All right, it's going to be a pair coming here for Tran Sawyer. Sawyer out of Chapman College makes the first. He's got another one coming. He now has 3 points. Tran Sawyer, 6'4", 180-pounder. He has 3 rebounds thus far in the game, too.
Let's see if they press if he converts here.
And he's got it.
Right now.
Well, there you have the pressure again. The ball slapped out by Hubbard, and Russell Brown coming right over in front of our ESPN Sports microphone, ready to pick it out of the air, but it went out of bounds. Here's Schaus.
Coach Owens has gone with some quickness here, putting Hubbard and Brown in the game at the same time, giving up some size.
Well, they went low again as Carpio tried to take it to Ernest Hubbard.
Baby's going to have to do that all night long if he sees as a mismatch. But if Hubbard can prove that he can stop him once or twice, Baby will go right away from him.
All right, a pair coming for Carpio. He, incidentally, the leading scorer on the team that's on the court, averaging 17.5, and there's one of the reasons why right there. He's 1 for 1 from the line now. That, incidentally, is his first point of the night. 20-17, the IBA out in front. It's up by Carpio. Good. All right, here comes Russell Brown on the attack. In the lineup, Trevor Green. Green in the lineup for the IBA. Brown drives the baseline, goes in, looks inside, tries the shot, no good, tip, no good. Trevor Green has it, fade away up, off, no good, and getting it off of there is Coe. Atoy brings it in, outside to Woody. Woody goes in the lane, puts a pass off, and the shot is up by Carpio, no good. Down low, Dexter. Dexter puts it up off, no good, and taking it off, Sean Chambers. Sean up to Brown. Brown brings it up quickly. The IBA on the attack, back out to Hubbard, a 13-footer, got it.
Russell Brown again, penetrate, kick it off to the open man. He's dominating the game.
Boy, that does make a difference when you have a guy that can penetrate. You need that guy in the backcourt. There's a big turnover for Great Taste.
Yes, as I said before, the Philippine players, you can put pressure on them, they'll turn the ball over. They're not used to the pressure defense.
Here comes Tim Weiss into the ball game. Weiss, incidentally, is out of Eastern Illinois and Northwestern. Pass right side, Trevor Green. Green out to Hubbard, top of the circle, goes in, penetrates, 10-footer up, off, no good, but a violation called. Did they call 3 seconds in the lane again?
No, that was some traveling they called.
Oh, hey, I got to tell you, that wasn't traveling.
Alan Keidig's checking into the game, number 8 for Great Taste. He's a left-hander. He's off the amateur team, the national team here. He's a great shooter, a great three-point shooter. And Arnie Twadless just checked in also.
Talking about guys that get the job done, Audrey Twadless, 16.5 points per game. Thank you very much for this ice cold Coca-Cola. We need it. All right, here comes Schaus. Schaus goes in, puts the 10-footer up, off, no good, and Sawyer saves it. Up to Russell Brown. Here comes a 3-on-2. Russell inside. Sawyer puts it up, off, no good, and giving it Moody. Down to Keidig. Keidig goes in, and it's up with the left hand of beauty by Alan Keidig. He averages 18 points a game, leading scorer on the starters now.
Yes, he'll be Rookie of the Year this year in the PBA here. Russell penetrated. Nobody rotated back on defense. IBA made a mistake there.
22-20 the score. Inside to Weiss. Weiss puts it up and an air ball, and coming up with a toe. Go down here to the right side. Keidig gives inside to Moody, and we're all tied up.
Russell Brown's the only one back on defense. I think the IBA's tired. Coach Owens is making a great move. He's substituting in right now because he realizes he's got a tired team on the floor.
All right, near side, Trevor. Green goes to the baseline, puts it up, blocked beautifully, and here comes Twadless. Twadless down to Keidig. Scoop shot, got it. Keidig's second bucket, and it's a new lead, 24-22. IBA down by 2.
Didn't get back on defense again. They must rotate back.
All right, Russell Brown, top of the circle. Russell left side to Weiss, and it's stolen by Schaus. Schaus driving down, goes in, puts it up, 4-point lead, and for Schaus, his 4th bucket of the night, 26-22. There's the shot up and in. That one by Sawyer, and Sawyer gets his second bucket, but his 6th point, we got a 2-point game.
Yes, and you hear the fans booing. They just want the Americans to miss. That's how they do it here when they start booing.
All right, Schaus looking around, bouncing down to Moody. Moody drives in, the ball slapped away. Sawyer passes Green, down it goes to Hubbard, lost the ball, goes in, 7-footer, got it.
Yes, very, very nice, but the Americans are tired. Sawyer's having a hard time getting back on defense, and this is one of the rules we better talk about. The fans are probably saying for Coach Owens to call timeout. He cannot call timeout.
That's the thing you're going to have to find out about, fans. A pass to Twadless, puts it up, got it. And Twadless has his first bucket. He averages 16.5, 28-26. And timeout is called. This timeout is called. Well, wait a minute. That's called because it's the end of the quarter. Hey, fans, we've had some fast action. So we're at the end of the first quarter. The score, Great Taste 28, the IBA 26. We'll be back. We've got a first quarter score of 28-26. And now we're going into the second quarter. And what happened to the red pen, my friend? Well, we'll use this. Here we go. All right, we use different color pens for different quarters, and fans, glad you're with us here on ESPN. 12-minute quarters, and there you see some of the...
That's a Great Taste bench. DeLupin's in the middle. The team manager is on the screen right there, and Gotal is his name, Mr. Gotal.
Here comes Bobby Joe Crockett. He makes things happen. Larry Middleton looks, goes outside, Hall over to Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe penetrates outside to Middleton. He goes in the lane, a 15-footer, got it. When Middleton starts to hit, it's Katie bar the door. We're tied.
The Americans can really put pressure on this lineup. Great Taste does not have a ball handler in the game except Schaus there with the ball. Everybody else, you deny him the ball, they're in trouble.
Katie over to Schaus. Schaus puts a 20-footer up off, no good. and it's cleared off of there by Chambers. Here comes Bobby Crockett down the middle, right-hand side, going in. Middleton. Hey, yeah.
A nice penetration. He's a good backup for Russell Brown, but the Americans did not rotate back. If they would have missed there, they would have had a layup the other way.
All right, pass down in the corner. The shot is up, and a foul call from three-point range. Katie hits the first three-pointer of the ball game. Oh, the second one. Cesar had one. And that makes it 31-30, and Katie will have a chance to make it a two-point lead.
Yes, Alan Keidig played for the national team. They went to the Jones Cup one year, and they beat the Americans in overtime, and Keidig scored 4 3-pointers against the Americans to beat the Americans in overtime. He's an excellent shooter, excellent shooter. Comes off the bench and fires it up.
Alan Keidig puts it up, and he's got it. He has 8 points now, 4 in each quarter. Pass down the right side to Middleton, drives the baseline. Stuff time, USA!
That's intimidation. That should turn on the Americans right now. Now they're denying by Crockett. If they could have put some pressure on, they got after him.
32-32 the score. Here's Schaus. Schaus drives on Middleton, bounces right side Keidig. Keidig baseline, left-hander puts it up off, no good. Take it off of there. We're going to have a foul called inside on Dwight Moody.
Keidig tried to get some penetration to draw a foul. Didn't get the foul. Pretty good defense.
All right, there you have an opportunity to see their coaches. And now Bobby Joe Crockett brings it up. And we've got a 32-32 score. That's the 9th tie of the game. Crockett.
You better get his shoelace tied. He's going to have a problem there. He's got his shoelace undone. He can hurt himself.
Well, this is the time, and it's tough time, but they're going to call traveling. They should call an official's timeout on something like this, actually. Otherwise, a player could really get hurt. Bobby is going back without getting it done. The ball goes down to the baseline. Moody outside to Keidig. The left-hander three-point shot off, no good. Inside, Moody up and in with a fingertip roll for his 9th point of the game. And it's 34-32.
We got a nice ball game.
Ball looking outside to Crockett. Left-hand side, Middleton. He goes in, out to Crockett. Crockett starts in, puts it inside, gets it back, puts the ball knocked down his throat, and Grant Sawyer puts it up and in.
Yes, Sawyer seems to be a kind of a garbage guy. He's always around the boards, and he gets some loose balls and puts the ball back in the basket.
Chow shoots, no good. Middleton gets it. Here comes Bobby Joe, left side to Tran. Feeds it inside, and Chambers has a triple. His first bucket of the night, but I guarantee it will not be his last. He was fouled as he went in, too.
And look at his uniform. He gets it torn off here right down the side.
All right, Chambers at the line. Incidentally, Chambers leads the club with 19 rebounds. Shot is 4 from 6 from the line on this tour. He doesn't go to the line much, but boy, he gets a ton of boards. He's got it. And the IBA leads 37-34.
Here comes the press again. Now, if they can deny that ball to Schaus, I think they can get a turnover here.
The ball goes in, and it goes up court, and Schaus has it denied, and here comes Middleton with the ball. He goes in on a 4-on-1. Stuff time, yeah!
I'm very impressed with Middleton taking the ball to the basket.
Well, I tell you, he does get the job done. Moody goes in. We're going to have a foul called on Larry Middleton.
Now you watch. They're going to shoot this foul shot. I will bet you. They'll call continuation. They'll let the PBA team go to the line where the Americans have to take it out of bounds.
You heard it right here, fans. Yeah, that's right. You heard it from Ron Jacobs, who's taking care of color for us here tonight at Manila. Red Rush along with Ron Jacobs from Manila in the Philippines, where the IBA is playing the World Challenge Cup. Moody at the line for a pair. It goes up, and he has it. He is now 2 out of 4 from the line. He has 10 points. This young man came here from Northwestern University. Right-handed shooter. Puts it up. No good. And Chambers with another board. Here comes Bobby Joe Crockett down to Middleton. He wanted to go in, went out to Crockett. Bounce down to Tran Sawyer. Sawyer shoots over Moody. Got it from the corner with about a 12-footer for his 10th point.
Very nice shot. And Crockett got to the ball to score. He's running the offense very well, just like Russell Brown did.
41-35 the score. Right side by Cole. He shoots, no good. And Tran Sawyer with another board, but it goes off of his fingertips. Toddless was there. Now here comes Sam Smith into the game from Kentucky Wesleyan. He is out of Chicago, Illinois. And now a substitution coming in as Schaus goes out and Cesar comes back in. 5 rebounds by Tran Sawyer. Ball goes in, down low it goes. Cesar, up off, no good, and a foul called on Middleton. That is the 3rd foul called on Larry Middleton, who leads the scoring parade with 14 points here tonight.
Yes, and Cesar got a little intimidated by Middleton. He thought he was going to come and block the shot. It should have been an easy 2 points.
All right.
I think Coach Owens and Coach Howard are doing a great job of substituting. They're realizing the Heat's going to have problems.
Coach Ted Owens. Howard is the assistant coach. The shot is up, no good by Moody. Puts it up and got it. So Moody has his 12th point of the night. And now here comes Bobby Joe Crockett. This young man from western New Mexico out of Phoenix. Top of the circle, starts in. Outside it goes to Hall. Hall down low, and the shot is up by Smith, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Philippine Basketball Association Great Taste team.
I'm still impressed with that. Coach Owens has done a great job. Hall got the ball inside without taking the shot.
All right, the ball goes inside. Sam Smith dishes off. Stolen beautifully by Moody. Goes in. Oh, he blew a stop. And giving it Toddless, he did not blow the cripple. Toddless has his 2nd basket after Moody blew a stop, and that is embarrassing.
Yes, it is.
All right, here comes Bobby Joe. Right-hand side to Hubbard. Down low it goes to Sam Smith. Puts it up. He's got a basket, believe it or not. And he's going to be fouled on the play to top it off. The man fouling him was Atoy Ko. Sam Smith has above his average right now. He scored 2 points in the 2 games that we played. Sam was the most valuable player of 1987 Division II Final Four, the most valuable player of the title game as he led Kentucky Wesleyan to a national crown. I'll tell you one thing about Sam. He averaged 20 points per game, 9.4 rebounds per game in 87, an All-American in 87, an All-Conference twice as a junior and senior. He puts it up, and he's got it. Sam loves to do work on the board.
I'm surprised they didn't press there. I don't know why Coach Owens called it off. They got some turnovers.
There's his shot up, off, no good. And getting it inside was Toddless, no good, and Hall comes off with the ball. Here comes Hall. Hall, left-hand side. Hubbard, 14-footer, swish-a-roo, and 2 will do.
Very nice, very nice. The Americans here, the IBA team can break this game open right now.
46-39. We've got 7:17 to go. Here comes Schaus, who came back in the game. And we're going to have
defensive alignment. Illegal defense they're going to call.
Illegal defense as called by Danny Baez. And you say he is one of the better officials out here, is that right?
Ledesma is by far the best official in Asia, I believe.
Hubbard is 3 for 3 from the field, incidentally, as he made that last basket. Trevor Green goes in. And going out, Ray Hall getting a breather. Hall had 10 points all in the first quarter. Ball goes out to Toddless. Toddless from 3-point range, off, no good, and Hubbard goes high to come down with the ball. Here comes a 4-on-2. Right side, Sam Smith puts a shot up, got it right off of the backboard and in. For Sam, his 5th point all of the second quarter, and there's a ball, goes out of bounds. It's turnover time, USA.
A typical Philippine play. Let you get a layup and try to get a layup at the other end. Coach DeLupin sitting on the bench, he's seen that a million times here.
48-39. All right, Bobby Joe into Sam Smith, passes out, almost stolen. Trevor gets it underneath. Oh, my goodness, out of bounds. It's turnover time the other way.
Yes.
Here we go. Schaus on the right-hand side. Schaus with an 18-footer. Got it. Nothing but net. He has 10 points.
But it still doesn't matter. That's no team play there. That was just one-on-one. They're going to break down.
Ball slapped away. Here comes a 3-on-2. Down low it goes, and going in the lane, Toddless no good. The tip by Schaus no good, but a foul called.
All they did there was draw the foul. They do that very well here. They call baiting for a foul. He wasn't even attempting to make that shot. He was just going to make contact with his arm on the IBA player, and he got the call.
There's a shot of Dwight Moody right there. You saw Moody sitting on the bench and looking up at the action. Arnie Toddless at the line, averaging 16.5 points per game. Right-hander puts it up. He's got it. 5 points for Arnie. So Arnie, 48-42, will try to make it a 5-point game. He eyes it. He tries it. He buys it. That's 6 points for Arnie.
I like it. I like that.
All right, Brown down to Green. Trevor bounces down low. Smith puts a move on, puts a shot up, and he's got it. Hey, Sam Smith came to play. 7 points. 50-43. Here comes Atoy Ko. Goes high, slapped away by Sean, but he gets it back. Ko inside. Cesar shoots. No good, no good, as a rebound was up, and they have a foul. Let's see against whom it is called. It's going to be Trevor Green that committed the foul, and Schaus is going to the charity stripe for a pair. I tell you, there's a little muscle out there tonight.
Yes, and it's going to get more physical as the teams get tired. They'll slow down a little bit, and they can't react as well. And it'll get if the game is close to fourth quarter, it'll be very physical.
Dexter Schaus will have another one coming. We'll be back 50-44, and Dexter back at the line. He's 1 for 1 from the line with 11 points. He now has 12 points, and just like that, it's 50-44. All right, here comes Russell Brown. Russell has done a fine job tonight. Sean Chambers puts it up off, no good. Inside, Schaus gets the rebound. And going down, and Cesar almost lost the ball. Goes in with a scoop shot, no good. Slapped out, Toddless comes up with the ball. Goes in the lane, shoots off, no good, and going high is Hubbard. To Brown, Russell Brown, 3-on-2. Russell down the right side, puts it up off, no good. And here comes the Philippine team, but it's taken back. Hubbard, 4-on-2. Hubbard passing off to Trevor Green, no good, but Sam Smith puts it up and has 9 points.
He's having a pretty good game tonight.
52-48, an 8-point IBA lead. The left-hander fires from 3-point range, and Kydick gets his 11th point of the night and his second three-pointer.
Smith again, great taste not getting back on defense. They won't get back on defense consistently if you force the ball down the floor.
Sam Smith got that one for 11 points now for Sam Smith. And now it's 54-47, a 7-point lead. Hey, I have to tell you, Alan Kydick really shows me plenty.
He's a fine player.
All right, Schaus on the right-hand side puts up from 2-point range, off no good, and Sean Chambers clears it. Here comes Russell Brown. Russell down the middle. He goes in, scoop shot up and in. Russell put the move on. Hey, he is baby magic. 56-47, a 9-point game. Here is Cesar. Cesar outside it goes. Kydick goes inside with a 17-footer. He's got it with that left hand of his, and he has 13 points on the night. Here's Hubbard shooting from 15, off no good, and getting it is Schaus. Schaus looks up court, gives it to Bernard Fabiosa, and the pass down to Cesar. He saves it over in front of the IBA bench, and it's knocked out by Russell Brown. 6:49 the score. Timeout on the court, and we'll be back after this.
This gym, they'll turn the air conditioning off, and pretty soon it'll be so hot in here, they'll have a hard time adapting to it.
I've noticed that, believe me. If anyone has noticed that. Cesar in the corner. Brown, incidentally, has 9 assists. Kydick outside, stolen by Trevor Green. Green drives down, scoop up and in, and that was a beautiful interception and drive the length of the court. Here comes Fabiosa. Fabiosa looking top of the circle, right-hand side to Keidig. He fakes Sean out of his uniform, puts a shot up, no good, but he is fouled by Sean Chambers.
He has a very nice head and shoulder fake. He'll get you in the air, step around you, and he's really not looking to get the clean shot away. He wants to draw contact so he can go to the foul line if the ball goes in just as well.
Well, he has done an outstanding job here in the second quarter. He has 9 points in the second quarter, 13 for the game, and the left-hander goes to the line. Puts it up, and it's good.
There's a little problem on the bench over there. Coach Owens and Coach Howard think that was the second foul, and they're saying 3. Now they've changed it back to 2.
Well, it was only 2.
They've
Unless
corrected
my
it.
figures are wrong.
Yes, they've corrected it now.
Left-hander puts it up, and it's good. 15 points for Allen. 58-51.
But that shows you Coach Owens and Coach Howard are right on top of the game.
All right, Green puts it up, and he banked it off the glass for his second bucket. And it's back to a 60-51 9-point lead. With the ball, Schaus inside to Moody, goes up, and he lays it over the rim and in. And for Moody, that's his 14th point. Here comes Russell Brown. Down to Chambers. He jumps up, banks it up. Remember what I told you about his bank shot?
Great bank shooter, and he was fouled. The referee didn't call it. Got a little push on the hip, but the referee let it go.
9-point lead again, 62-53 with 3:06 to go on the ESPN scoreboard. Fabiosa outside. The shot is up, and Keidig gets a three-pointer. He now has 18 points and 3 three-pointers.
As I said before, he's a great three-point shooter.
Underneath to Sam Smith, uses his muscle, can't get it, gets it back, tries to shoot, he's hammered and no call. Here comes Moody. Moody bounces left-hand side, going in, putting it up, and in is Keidig for 20 points for Keidig. And hey, they've narrowed the gap to 4 points.
And they just got a turnover.
Well, that's what happens. Timeout on the court with the score 62-58, 2:34 to go. And we'll be back after this timeout. We're ready to go here with 2:34 to go, 62-58. They've cut that 9-point lead down to a 4-point lead, Ron Jacobs, and the Philippine national team, the Great Taste team, got a great taste in their mouth because they've got the ball.
Yes, Americans got a little, the IBA got a little careless and let them get back in the game. They should have known about Keidig. They were given a scouting report.
Fabiosa with the ball. Hubbard is on him. Right-hand side to Keidig. Down low it goes to Schaus. He travels, no call. Starts to drive. We're going to have a blocking foul called against Larry Middleton. And that, to me, is 4 fouls called on Middleton. That'll bring Trevor Green off the bench and back in just as quick as you can say. The IBA.
That wasn't bad defense either. The referee didn't have to call that.
You're talking like a coach now. Here's Fabiosa. Bernard goes around a pick. Goes around another one, looks inside, and the pick and roll didn't work. Moody's got it out high. He tries from 20. Off no good, and Chambers knocks it into the hand of Fabiosa. Oh, he traveled 4 steps. No call. The only thing he didn't do was call for a taxi.
Welcome to Manila.
Man, I tell you, fans, if we have a shot of that, you'll see it. Hubbard right side to Green. 4 steps and no call. Bounce inside the Chambers. They can't stop that.
Nice pick and roll, nice pass, good vision.
All right, the long pass slapped out by Ray Hall. That last time when Fabiosa got it, unbelievable. He went 1, 2, 3, 4. Cha-cha-cha. All right, 64-60, 1:39 to go. It'll be Cesar to trigger it in. He does to Keidig. Keidig fakes, but Sean doesn't go for the fake. Keidig, the left-hander, brings it outside. Moody goes up, puts an 8-footer up, banks it up, and good.
We have an injury. They should get an entry timeout here. Sawyer's hurt. I hope he's not cut.
Fran Sawyer got hit in the eye, and so the official, Bernardo Ledesma, calls timeout. An injury timeout, but Fran says, just give me a second. I don't want to go out of the game. Give me a second here. Please don't let me go out of the game with 1:24 to go.
Yes.
Well, I tell you, you made the comment when you said, welcome to the Philippines. what you're trying to say is that happens once in a while?
That happens quite often here. And I think the team has already experienced this on the road. The best way that I could explain it would be if you were from the Big Ten and you had to go down and play in the ACC or with the ACC officials, the home court advantage with the refereeing and the fans, when it gets heated here, is equal to that or more.
Or more. All right. Well, we let a coach tell you, fans. I tell you, I'd have Coach Ted Owens talk in a minute about something else, but I had decided not to tonight. Here's Hubbard. Right side to Hall. Hall. Outside to Green. Green, a 15-footer. Good. He has 3 buckets tonight.
Very nice.
Trevor Green makes it back to a 4-point lead, 62 by Golden State. Great pace, and 66 by the IBA. The left-hander trying to... Hey, man, that's his 4th three-pointer. He has 23 points to lead all scores. A 1-point game, 66-65. Hubbard penetrating left side. Trans-Sawyer, 9-footer off, no good. The ball slapped into the hands of Moody. Here comes Dwight Moody out of Northwestern. 66-65. Right side with the ball. Fabiosa inside. Moody puts the shot up. It's off, no good. And Ray Hall has it. Time for 1 shot. 25 seconds. Left-hand side. The ball goes back, and it's stolen going the other way. And here comes Cesar, and it's a new lead. 67-66. Take your time. And a foul called on Schaus, his second. 67-66. Great pace is on top. IBA has the ball out of bounds. Ted Owens says, go for 1, only 1. Go for 1, only 1. It goes into Hubbard. 10 seconds left on the ESPN time clock. Hubbard with 9 seconds puts it up off behind the backboard. No good. And 3 seconds left. I said he shot with 9. I meant he shot with 6, and then it went up over. 3 seconds left. 67-66. Here comes Fabiosa from center court. Oh, off the iron. And that is the end of the first half here in Manila. With the score, it's great pace 67. The IBA 6. And we'll be back after this timeout. By Russell Brown ready. He looks in to trigger, in under to Sean Chambers. Reverse layup, and Sean with 11 points.
Very nice play. Very poor defense on great taste, though.
77-75. Ball goes into Schaus. Oh, my goodness. Fabiosa's doing a muscle job and a half, and Caesar with a straight arm. Caesar bounces in, slapped away. Here comes Hall. Drives on Caesar. Puts it up, banks it up and in. And Hall with 15 as he says, listen, Philip Caesar, I'm the Caesar of this place. 79-75 IBA.
Half-court pressure, half-court trapping.
Out to Fabiosa. Top of the circle. Fabiosa goes in, left side. With it, Toddless goes in. Puts a shot up. Off, no good. Getting it off of there, Trans-Sawyer, his 7th rebound. And he passes up to Brown. Russell Brown on the attack. Left side, fires, swish. Brown with his 3rd basket. Into Cesar. Bernard Fabiosa, we got a foul call. Russell Brown, timeout on the court. We'll be back after this timeout. By Russell Brown, incidentally.
Coach DeLupin's doing a nice thing here. Fabiosa and Cesar were getting a little physical, and he just took him out of the game. I think that's a nice gesture.
Well, I agree with you completely. Carpio comes in. Schaus starts in, puts a shot up. He is fouled by Trevor Green. Trevor Green commits his 3rd foul. 81-75. And I've got to tell you, with 7:15 left to go here in the 3rd quarter, they've been going back and forth, back and forth.
Yes, and the IBA needs to build up a little lead here. You don't want to go in the last 2 minutes against this PBA team on their home floor here behind. They need to have a little bit of a lead going in the last 2 minutes.
Are you trying to tell us something? 15 points for Schaus. He now has 16. All right, it's 81-75 77. That one scoreboard is slower than I am when I'm running the marathon. Down to Sawyer, and a foul's going to be called. I don't know whether they're going to give it on Schaus.
They gave it to Schaus.
Or it is on Schaus. Yes. You had to wait because he was high load. Hide in front and load in back. And there's a violation call.
Illegal pick.
Illegal pick called against Trevor Green. Illegal pick. All right, the pass up here in front of our ESPN Sports microphone to Toddless. Toddless on the left side. Backing in, now going in. Jumps, he shoots, it's off, no good. And getting it to Sawyer is 8th rebound. Sawyer down here to Hall. Hall, right-hand side, starts inside, passes off. Green goes up, he has the basket, and he is fouled by Toddless.
They call
Good move by Trevor Green.
They called a deliberate foul, undercutting there. The IBA will put a press on here now. If they can keep the ball out of the hands of the imports, they can get a turnover. Coe's going to have to handle the ball, and he's not a good ball handler at all.
Trevor Green is going to get how many shots here? He got the basket, and are they going to give him an extra one because of the... We'll have to wait and see. He has 10 points. All right, Green at the line. Trevor puts it on the way, and he's got it. That's 11 points. Well, they gave him the one.
Here's the press.
All right, Schaus moves around his man. Down it goes to Coe. He puts it up. He's got it. Coe with his first bucket of the night makes it 84-79.
When they press, they need to keep the ball out of the American imports' hands.
Hall outside to Trevor Green. Green, top of the circle, rolls right. Sam Smith in the lineup. It goes to Sam. Turnaround, 8-footer up and in. For Sam Smith, 13 points. A pleasant surprise for Coach Ted Owens and Paul Howard here tonight. Right-hand side to Dwight Moody. Moody puts a move between the legs. We're going to have a foul called on Sam Smith, and he looks over reluctantly to Coach Ted Owens, and Owens with his hands on his hips saying, what happened here? And timeout is called. Wait a minute. They call a technical, I believe, on Sam Smith. It is up and in by Dexter Schaus.
It was called the illegal defense, and that's the second call tonight, so that's a technical. The same rule that the NBA has. But we might get some more of that right now if Great Taste starts isolating one-on-one.
Moody goes around Hall, puts him in his hip pocket. Dwight Moody with 18 points. I mean, he left him flat-footed that time. 86-82. The shot is up and in by Hall for 17 points. He said, Mr. Moody, I'll hit it from the outside. Moody goes in, and he scoops it in as he drove right down the lane. Moody said, in your eye and goodbye.
Nice penetration by Moody.
Timeout on the court called by the IBA All-Stars, and we'll be back with the score 88-84. Red Rush and Ron Jacobs right after this timeout. All right, here we go with Schaus, left-hand side to Coe. Coe looks, goes left, starts inside, shoots it up, and it's good by Coe, his second basket, both in this quarter. And now we're going. The lead underneath, up and in by Larry Middleton for 16 points for Larry. And it's 90-88 after an 88 all-time.
And that's a lack of a point guard being in the game for Great Taste. No one got back on defense.
All right, here comes Woody. Woody fires a 20-footer. Got it. Nothing but net. He has 22 prodigious digits. Brown, right side. Middleton, 14-footer. Swisheroo, and another 2. 18 for Larry, and it's 92-90 with 4:10 to go here in the third quarter. The shot is up, and it's air ball time. An air ball shot up there by Schaus. That reminds me of Fred Schaus.
Yes.
He used to be with the Lakers and coach at Purdue and everywhere else, West Virginia. Right side Middleton, fakes left, goes right, backs up, bounces down. Turnaround up by Sean, over the lip of the rim and in for 13 points. 94-90. Schaus straight arm goes in, and a foul called on Ray Hall. Boy, I tell you, Schaus used his muscle, and he's got plenty of it, that young man from South Alabama. But you saw what Hall did there.
Yeah, but Hall made the right play, though. He fouled him, but he protected him, not let him get undercut and go to the floor. That's a very polite play. A lot of times that does not happen here in the Philippines.
All right, there's timeout on the court, and we've got a total of 3:43 to go in the third quarter, and the score here in Manila, it's 94-90, the IBA All-Stars. 19 points for Dexter. Right-handed shooter. Puts that right foot forward and his best hand forward as he makes 20. He's now 8 for 8 from the line.
Dexter and Russell Brown are doing a little talking with each other. Russell's talking to him again.
It's on the way up and in. He got the good roll that time, too. 21 points. 94-92. 3:36 to go here in the third quarter. Russell Brown out to Hall. Hall left side Middleton, 17-footer off the iron, no good, and Moody clears it. Passes down, intercepted by Middleton. Middleton back to Russell. Russell Brown, the point guard. Baby Magic, we call him. Right side to Hall. Hall being guarded in there. Oh, my goodness. Muscle by Carpio. Into Trans Sawyer. Good move.
Excellent pass. Good vision.
That's what you call movement to the basket. Boy, I tell you, that's a 4-point lead again. 96-92. Right-hand side, we're going to have
illegal defense.
Illegal defense for the third time, which is another technical. Incidentally, play in the International Basketball Association will begin with 12 teams in the U.S. and Canada in May of next year. Dexter Schaus at the line, and he finally missed one. Call out the militia fans. That's the first one he missed after making a total of 9 in a row. 96-92 IBA. The pass under, ball stolen. Here comes Russell Brown, and we're going to have kicking the ball by Schaus.
I think it was a foul, Red.
Well, he also kicked Russell Brown. He had the ball and went on out and got the ankle of Russell Brown. If we had a replay, we could show you, fans. That is 5 fouls on Schaus.
That's a big break for the IBA.
Yeah, because Schaus has been using his muscle. He had 12 points going into this quarter, and he now has 21. Russell Brown to Larry Middleton. Middleton goes around to pick, right-hand side. Hall shoots a 20-footer up, and no good. And Moody clears it. Actually, that could have been offensive goaltending. But it doesn't matter. Fabiosa over to Coe. Coe puts a right-hander up. It's good by Coe, his third bucket, all in this quarter. And it's 96-94. Brown slapped from behind. No call. The shot by Russell Brown is good. 8 points, 6 in this quarter.
Yes, and I like to see Russell do that more. Put the ball up a little bit. Keep the defense honest instead of just feeding it off.
Atoy Coe with the ball. They call him fortune cookie. It's up off, no good. Moody has it, and he is hammered inside. I believe Trans Sawyer is going to have it. Yeah, Trans Sawyer committed the foul. He went for the ball and got a real piece that time of Moody. That is the second foul called on Trans.
One thing about Coe, he's the best off-balance shooter I've ever seen. You're not seeing him tonight very well. He glides when he shoots, and usually the basket that he did make 2 times ago down the floor, that's usually what he does. Draws the defense and then just glides to the side and shoots. He's the best I've ever seen do that.
Hubbard comes in, and Ray Hall goes out. Well, Moody missed another one, so he, with 22 points, goes to the line, trying to make it 23. It's up, and it's a 3-point game. 98-95. Hubbard came in, and Ray Hall went out as Russell Brown brings it up. Brown down the right side, passes off, putting a shot up. Sean, air ball. Tran gets it, puts it up and in for his 14th
pass.
point.
That wasn't air ball. That was a pass.
Yeah. He'd like to say that's
Like
an
that as an
assist.
assist down there.
Boy, he'd say, hey, wait a minute, I get an assist on that, baby. Here's Carpio. He almost had to go off his forehead, gives it to Coe. Coe fakes left, goes right, looks inside. And now he puts a 14-footer up. He's got it. Boy, you told me that he could shoot. He did. 8 points. 100-97 the score. IBA leading. Down to Middleton in the corner, out to Brown. To Tran Sawyer, goes in the lane. An 8-footer as he pulled up. He was fouled and got his 16th point as Sawyer has come alive here tonight.
Good
102-97.
Good strength. Good strength. And I like the way they ran their motion. They made sure they got a good shot.
Tran Sawyer going to the line. Incidentally, Tran Sawyer played under Walt Hazard at Compton College. You coached against Walt, didn't you?
Yes, I have, and Walt's at UCLA right now doing a fine job.
All right, the ball was missed by Tran, but the rebound was garnered by Russell Brown. Russell goes in, and he's fouled by Fabiosa. That is the 4th foul called on Bernard. Actually, quite frankly, that should be about the 7th foul called on him.
Yes.
Timeout on the court. We'll be back right after this timeout. Ernie Hubbard here tonight was in the slam dunk contest. It's up and in by Russell Brown. That was a biggie. That's 9 points for Russell.
The rule is coming in right now. They're not going to allow Coach Owens to call the timeout. You only allowed 1 per quarter. They've already had their 1 until the 4th quarter.
All right, here comes a 4-on-1. Oh, traveling, no call. The shot up, no ball. Carpio has it. He is hammered. He is sliced in 2. Timeout on the court. We'll be back after this short timeout. 104-97 the score. And Carpio will be going to the line. Well, we've seen plenty, and there is a shot of how he was hammered.
Yes, Keidig's coming back in the ballgame, but back to the timeout. They were given an automatic timeout, and they're charged that 1 timeout. And then they can't call the next one. That's their problem. And they don't realize that, the rule there.
Well, 99, evidently he got both of them. Carpio got both of them as we were watching over here. Sawyer goes in and he's called for traveling. You said that might happen 1 or 100 times. 104-99. Right, I don't know.
Red, this isn't the 4th quarter yet.
That's right. Hey, good hands by Russell, but Fabiosa gets it back. Bernard Fabiosa bounces down here to Coe. Coe puts a shot up, and it's good. So Coe has his 5th bucket all in the 3rd quarter. 104-101.
They're going for the last shot, I believe. Coach Owens is calling for the last shot. Let's see if they have good
19
patience.
seconds.
Good patience now.
All right, Hubbard, outside to Russell. 13 on the game clock, 6 on the shot clock. Middleton goes in, and a foul is going to be called on Keidig. That, incidentally, believe it or not, is only the first one on Keidig, who has 26 big points for the Philippine All-Star Great Taste team.
And he's probably only played about 16 minutes. He didn't play the first quarter, I don't believe, and he's played limited amount of time this quarter.
19 points for Larry as he netted that one. 105-101. Larry Middleton transferred to Clemson after a sensational 2-year career at Los Angeles Valley Junior College, where he was named Junior College Player of the Year in both seasons. It's up and in. 20 points. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Right-hand side, Keidig. 3-pointer, man alive. 29 points. The IBA has made 17 out of 29, and GT has made 12 out of 20. It's up off, no good, and the ball taken by Tran Sawyer. In the rebound department for Sawyer, He now has 11 rebounds. All right, Hubbard outside. Hubbard and Brown in the backcourt. Sawyer at center. Hubbard with a 12-footer. We're going to have a foul called.
It's getting physical already. They're already complaining with each other.
5 fouls on Fabioso. Or Fabiosa.
It doesn't matter, Red, either way.
All right, the IBA gets the ball out of bounds. Well, they've got it marked down as 4. We have it marked down as 5. And it goes into Sawyer. It's immaterial. Down low it goes. Chambers puts a good shot off of the backboard and in, and he is superb at that.
Yes, very nice. And good patience by the team. Took it inside.
Moody almost lost the ball. Goes over here to Carpio with a 17-footer. He's got it. For Carpio, that is his 6th point of the night, and it's back to a 2-point game. 108-106, the IBA. Brown over to Middleton, down to Hubbard. Low, and the ball slapped away as Sean Chambers tried to pass it and lost control of the ball.
Going to the basket. He's going to the bounce.
Right-hand side, and going in is Cole. Puts it up, off, no good. Underneath Moody, and a foul called inside. I believe against Russell Brown. We'll have to wait and see. Who do they call it? It was on Chambers instead. I thought they said 10. Fabiosa passes back, and this ball slapped into the backcourt. Here comes Moody. Right-hand side, the shot by Cole, and we're tied at 108. Well, it was tied at 88, and now it's tied at 108. Cole has 12 points, all in this half. Here comes Russell Brown. Fabiosa on him. Brown puts it up, and he's got it. Fabiosa will not stay with him. I will give you a money-back guarantee. 12 points for Russell Brown as the IBA leads. Cole, they call him Fortune Cookie, and he starts to put a move on, tries to go around, goes baseline, and he is fouled by Larry Middleton. That is 5 unofficially on Larry Middleton.
The IBA must keep their composure.
I'm a little surprised, quite frankly, that Cole, he's listed here at 6'1", but he looks more like 6'3" to me. Am I wrong, Ron?
He's close to 6'3". Let's put it this way. He's closer to the 6'3" than he is 6'1".
And he goes to the line for the first time tonight. He puts it up. He's got it. 13 points for Fortune Cookie. It's Fortunato Cole. 110-109 with 10 minutes to go. And in and out, no good. And look who gets it. Trans Sawyer for his 12th rebound. Right-hand side with the ball. Trevor Green, who came in, bounces down to Hall, who came back in. And we're going to have a foul inside. And this time Fabiosa picked up. No, they say Cole. I can't read his signals. He turns around, puts one finger up, and then 5 up, and that's 15 to me. Outside it goes to Hubbard. Hubbard drives in, puts it up. Beautiful move by Ernie Hubbard.
Look out defense. Look out for the layup.
112-109. The shot by Moody, no good. And getting it Sawyer into Weiss, and Tim Weiss gives it to Hubbard. The IBA on the move. Hubbard left side to Weiss. Bounces down baseline. Green up, off, no good. Getting it Sawyer up and in with his 13th rebound and his 18th point of the game. And just like that, it's 114-109.
This is a good time to put some defensive pressure on. Kaitik's hurt. They can take control of the game right now. They should double team that ball right now.
Going into a pick, and Fabiosa backs up with the ball. Gives it down low, and the shot air ball, and the ball goes out of bounds, and they award it to Great Pace.
They don't realize Kaitik is hurt.
4 offensive rebounds for Sawyer. Kaitik is hurt, and Trans Sawyer goes out. Sam Smith comes in. Smith with 13, Sawyer with 18. That's 31 out of the post.
You can beat them inside. There's no doubt about that. Just have some patience and get it inside.
Kydick is hurt, and that brings frustration to the coach's face. And we'll be back right after this timeout. Putting pressure on the ball. It's taken by Green. Green steals it, drives down, goes in, puts it up and in, and he is fouled. He was fouled by Carpio. Third foul called on Carpio. Green has his 13th point, and that was a big one, and that's putting it mildly. A 7-point lead with 8:53 to go.
Let's see if they put the press on and get a turnover and get another easy bucket here, and they can break this game open right now.
Trevor Green out of Brooklyn College, home of Jamaica, New York. He's got it. 14 big ones.
Not pressing.
8-point lead. The biggest lead of the night was 9. Right-hand side, Schaus is back in the lineup. Dexter goes in, puts a shot up, off no good, and a foul called.
Continuation, he'll go to the line.
The foul is called on Ernie Hubbard, his 4th foul of the night. So Dexter goes to the line. Has he been good at the line tonight? That's putting it mildly. He has made 9 out of 10, and he's got a pair coming here. Dexter puts it up, and he's got it. That one reluctantly fell through. So Dexter puts his toe on the line. He has 22 points. Will he have 23? He does. 117, 111, 8:36 to go. This is Hubbard. Bouncing down to Smith. He fakes. He shoots. Air ball. Weiss has it blocked, and the ball is taken. Here comes Schaus. Schaus to Cole. Goes in. He fakes. He turns around. Fade away off. No good. He never should have faked. He should have gone over the man. Green down to the baseline. Puts it up. No good. Sam has it. Lays it up and in. And that was a crime by Cole, quite frankly.
Yes, 4-point turnaround. They would have been right there.
119, 111. Down it goes. And going in is Moody. He puts a shot up, and he used his muscle and everything else. Smith has got 5 rebounds, incidentally. Tim Weiss committed the foul, and Moody will go to the line. Moody and Schaus have done an outstanding job. They've just been added to the team. 23 for Moody, 23 for Schaus, and Moody goes to the line for a pair. He puts it up and off, no good. He throws bricks up at that basket from the charity stripe.
If there's a question in this game, it's his perimeter play, I think. These two imports, American imports playing for Great Taste, are going to have to control the game for Great Taste, do the majority of the scoring now with Kydick out. I don't think Kydick can return.
It is up, no good, and getting it off of there, Ray Hall. You know, that will be the big difference in the game if Kydick cannot return. Tim Weiss bounces down to Smith. He goes in, puts it up, banks it off, no good. Rebounds, puts it up, off, no good, and a foul call.
They got a big break there. I think Smith took steps. They didn't call it.
It was Coe that committed the foul. He also, after the play, gave a little elbow in the back to Sam Smith. But Sam is a horse, Fran. I mean, he is a horse. Sam, a fine young man, puts it up, got it. Sam was 16 points. Sam was the MVP in the 87 Division II Final Four. As we told you earlier, and he played in Chicago Pro-Am League this year and was named Rookie of the Year, and that's something else.
Yes.
It is up and hit the front rim, the back rim, and fell in. 10-point lead, the biggest lead of the night, 121 to 111. With the ball, passing down inside, and Schaus gets it off to Moody, shoots, no good as it rolled off the side of the rim.
The IBA is getting some breaks.
Trevor Green.
Excuse me. The IBA is getting some breaks there. The ball didn't fall for him.
Trevor Green. How many fouls did they give to him? Did they say 6? I thought of it. He had 5, and he's history. All right, here comes Russell Brown in. 121, 111, and Ron Jacobs, it's down to the nitty-gritty now with 7.5 minutes to play.
I really believe the IBA has a distinct advantage. And with Keidig being out, if they could just shut down the 2 imports, I think Great Taste is going to have a hard time scoring.
Well, you talk about a guy's inefficiency at the line, and immediately he makes the next one. So let's see what happens here. He has 24, and now he misses, but he gets the rebound, goes in, lays it up, and he blows that. I think that's the frustration from missing the free throw.
More than likely, that's true, Red.
Down the left side, Hubbard, baseline, puts it up, got it. Nothing but net for Ernie Hubbard. Biggest lead of the night now, 11 points, 123-112. Here's Schaus. Dexter drives on Hubbard, goes in, and Hubbard picks his pocket, and he might come up with a technical. As he said, wait a minute, I have that ball. Hubbard fouled out of the game. Hubbard is anything but pleased and came awfully close, Ron Jacobs, of giving it to you.
Yes, the young man must keep his composure, especially playing on the road in a foreign country.
Well, they're going to send Sean Chambers back into the lineup for Ernie Hubbard. Schaus will be going to the line. Hubbard had a total of 10 points and 4 rebounds in the game. Great Taste will bring the ball in for the Philippine team here in Manila. Into Schaus. Goes the baseline. Slam time. Yeah, and I mean really slam. 25 for Dexter. 123-114. Goes inside to Weiss, underneath the Hall. He's got the cripple, and he was fouled by Schaus.
Nice pass.
Schaus is fouled out. 19 for Hall, who averages 25. Ray Hall led the CBA in free throw percentage, 88%. Well, what do you know about that? A technical has also been called. So going to the line will be Hall, who is the best free throw shooter, 88% in 1986-87. He is something else. Timeout on the court with 6:4 to go, and Red Rush along with Ron Jacobs here in Manila. We'll be back after this. Here we go. Coe back in the lineup. Coe way out here to Keidig. He fakes.
Coe can shoot the three-pointer.
From three-point range, yeah!
He can shoot.
16 points for Coe, and it's 135, 131, and Ted Owen said, move it around. Over to Weiss. Weiss down at the baseline to Hall, to Middleton. Out to Brown, to Hall. Hall, 14-footer off, no good. Tipped by Sawyer, no good. And getting it, Middleton puts it up, got it, and that was the big one, fans. I mean, that was the big one.
They're calling the timeout now.
And Larry Middleton. It'll be Moody to trigger it in. They're putting a little pressure on. It goes out to Coe. 5-point lead. Coe has a screen. He goes inside. He passes outside. The shot is up and good. By Carpio, a three-pointer, and it's a 2-point game. 50 seconds to go. 137-135. Out to Weiss, to Russell Brown. Russell Brown out to Middleton. Middleton down the lane, puts it up, no good, giving it Hall, and the ball goes out of bounds, and the IBA gets the ball. I have to tell you, Middleton was hammered in there and no call.
That's correct.
The only thing they needed was a chainsaw. It goes out to Hall. Hall back out to Weiss. A new shot clock. And Middleton almost lost the ball. 137, 135, 22 seconds to go. 15 on the shot clock.
over to Weiss, out to Middleton. They've got 6 seconds on the shot clock. Middleton up and in, the biggest basket of the night. 27 points by Middleton. 12 seconds to go, a 4-point lead, 139-135. Ron Jacobs, this is a thriller. There when the timeout was called. And now here we go. The ball goes into Keidig. Keidig from 3-point range, no good. And getting it is Tran. Here comes Hall. They go down. Will he go in? He passes off, and Weiss gets the ball. And that's the end of the game. As the IBA All-Stars emerge triumphant here in Manila by a score of 139-135 in what has been a thrilling ball game. Ups and downs, plenty of ties, and plenty of excitement. And Ron Jacobs, it's been a pleasure working with you here tonight.
So, talo po tayo ng 4 points dito sa game na to. It's a close game, but talagang superior po itong team ng IBA selection. Malakas po talaga. Kahit na reinforce kami ng 2 great imports na si Dexter Shouse at saka si Dwight Moody. Na-dominate talaga ng kalaban yung game. Dito rin po na-discover yung resident import ng Alaska, yung ating kaibigan na si Sean Chambers. At saka po yung isang naging import ng Pure Foods na si Ray Hall, na siya pong nag-MVP dito sa liga na to. So, this is a short, a packet tournament that time na parang pinopromote po kasi ng IBA All-Star yung liga na yan, yung World Challenge Cup na 6'4 and below. And that time, sumali po tayo, yung Great Taste Instant Milk Masters, IBA Selection, Alaska Milkmen, at saka po yung San Miguel Beer na reinforced by the late Bobby Parks that time. At kami po ang lumaban sa finals. Itong pinakita kong game sa inyo is elimination game po ito. Pagdating po ng finals, talagang natalo rin kami sa IBA at sila po ang nag-champion. Yun, bali, if I'm not mistaken, the following year, bumalik po uli yung IBA selection na yan para po magkaroon uli ng World Challenge Cup the following year. And hindi ko na po nasubaybayan kung sino mga teams na sumali. Pero ang alam ko, Ginebra o Añejo ang isa sa mga teams na nakalaban nila noon. At nag-champion din po yata ang IBA All-Star dito. So yun po, maraming salamat and sana nag-enjoy kayo and see you sa next one.